up, y'all? It's your girl, Mama Minga, and I am back for another meditation session. I did not give a warning in the last video for my Minga After Dark that I am on my balcony, and you guys will hear cars going past. You will hear motorcycles or whatnot, and that's my life. I live on my balcony. I meditate in noise. I live in Orlando, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I've never heard so many sirens in my life. Now think about what I just said. And where I live in my complex, I'm right off the road, but at the same time, I love it. Like, we always know what traffic is like. I can look off my balcony and see what's going on. I don't have to be all the way in the back, so it has its perks. I don't mind it at all, but I did want you guys to know, just in case you're wondering, like, this chick need to do something better with this sound. Guys, the whole point of this is to be immersed in, me right now. So I was doing my meditation, like I said I would do before I do these, and I had an interesting question pop in my head. This might be, some of y'all might be like, all right, she lost me on this one. But this is what my channel is all about, y'all. I'm a very off the wall thinker. There's nothing you can ask me that I can't chat it up with you about. I'm one of those people that is able to put myself in multiple pairs of shoes and see different stories, different sides of stories. So I think that's why it's easy for me to not hold grudges either, because even though I'm mad at you and you did something to me, I still found a way to understand where you were coming from enough to forgive you and move on with my life. That's my motto. I don't have time to hold grudges and be stressed. I have natural anxiety in my life, and we have a siren. See, you guys get to witness it. I'm gonna let this one pass though. I'm actually gonna pause and continue when it stops. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'll just do that when it gets super loud. I'll just pause and then come back on for you guys. It's like a second of time went by, but it was like 15 minutes. So anyways, I really did lose my train of thought from whatever I was saying previously, but I'm going to move forward with the topic that I had in mind, and that is, why is having multiple personalities a bad thing? And I guess I'll start it off with kind of what got the whole question in my head. Was, I feel like I'm a person who, my personality consists of me having multiple personalities. And when I say that, I mean it in a good way. I mean it as part of my characteristics. But the words or the phrase multiple personality is only associated with, negativity, bad. You have some sort of mental illness or something like that. See, I couldn't say that without feeling that negative little tinge that made me feel guilty for saying that. I'm like, well, that's how I am, So, for example, like, I used to rap. When I used to rap, I would be Lady from Fatal on stage or in the booth or, whatever. And my normal self was generally a little bit more like shy. I'm not a shy person, but I was way different on stage than I was not on stage, if that makes sense. When I modeled, I didn't mind modeling in bikini or anything like that. But on a normal day, I feel very modest and bikinis or wearing short skirts. Like, my husband tells me all the time, so show some leg, woman. So naturally, and I think I call this version of myself Mama Minga, that person who's modest. The shyest version of me is in Mama Minga. the docile version, the version I think you guys get, the version I was on my film set, apparently, because even when I used to film, they called me Mama Minga on set because, like, I'd be wiping the actors' heads and, asking everybody if they need water and stuff, just always pampering and catering to people, just, wanting everybody to feel comfortable. I just naturally have to do something, even if I get there and be like, I ain't doing nothing today, or I'm at an event, I'm like, I'm just gonna for once just show up and enjoy myself. But no, the minute I get there, I'm like, oh, you guys need help with anything? Can I pass out this? Can I do that? And like, no, shut up and just enjoy yourself for once. So it's like the Mama Minga side can be very annoying sometimes. So yeah, you got Mama Minga, Lady from Fatal. I don't really know what my artistic, like the side of me that likes to paint and do the AI art. I'm not sure which side of that is associated with me. So I'm going to put that in the Mama Minga file, because I think the Mama Minga file is the more exterior that the world get. And when you really get to know me, you get to see me just in a completely different, goofy, silly light. Like, I don't see how anyone could take me serious. Like I said, right now, you guys have no idea who you're talking to, who you're listening to, because I'm a nutbag. I'm going to just keep it real. But people love me, and I get that a lot. I know not a lot of people could say that about themselves, but I really do know and realize that the people I come in contact with genuinely end up having some sort of love for me, and the ones that haven't were just low vibrational people in general. Whoever they ran into, they were going to find a problem with. But yeah, so why does having multiple personalities have to be a bad thing? What if that's part of one of our human, senses? That is something that we're supposed to do, but society is teaching us to suppress it. Now, of course, it's a bad thing if you're sometimes multiple personalities can spring from trauma, where the person is using that other personality as a coping mechanism. That's understandable, and that's probably when and you can tell if it's causing toxic behavior. Then that's when you need to be concerned, especially if that person can't control themselves within that other personality. But for me, I feel like I am the same regardless. At the core, I'm still Shaminga, which is my real name. If you guys didn't know, my name is Shaminga Nayamka Myers, previously Fornay. So I think at the core, I'm Shaminga regardless. I adapt, If I'm at a club or something, Mama Minga's not coming to the club, because Mama Minga would rather be in the bed napping. Like, at the end of the day, I'm more of an introvert than an extrovert. But I'm like a mixture of two, because I'm the type, if you say, you want to go to a party tonight, and I say no, it's not because I don't want to hang out. It's because I don't want to leave my house. I find probably too much, but I do find comfort in my home and in my space. I don't know if it's an Aries thing. I've heard that it's an Aries thing. I have no idea, but I'm very much one of those people that have no problem with solitude. Like, if I ever got locked up and they threw away the key, they would forget I was there, because I would be napping, and people like, no, she's gonna go crazy. She's saying it now. I really think I'm one of those people that can just stay in a room for like 20 years. As long as you feed me my chicken every now and then and you sending me some Dr. Pepper, we good. I can meditate my way all through that. I'm telling you, I come out floating. It's just, how you look at things. So I really wish there was a way that we can do studies to see if having multiple personalities is not necessarily a bad thing. Why does the Mama Minga side have to suffer when I can bust out Lady from Fatal, who's going to be at the club like, yes, let's have some fun. I want my girls, I want my family, whatever. and you have a personality or superpower where you can morph into a different or higher self, how do we know these aren't higher selves that we're suppressing, or past life type personalities coming through? I believe in all of that. I believe I am connected to several past lives. I feel like I can't 100% shake them, so at some point or some way they are a part of me and my personality. And I feel like when I am denying those characteristics of those personalities to come through, I'm denying them. Unless one of them becomes suicidal or wants to start harming people, then we have a problem. But again, that's on a different level. There's levels to this shit. There's levels to everything, right? So if there's going to be a possibility that having multiple personalities is actually part of some normal human phenomenon that we just never thought about and always just, naturally associated with bad things, because maybe more cases were of people that were harmful. So naturally, we just put the whole category as multiple personalities means you're a psycho. I feel like if you have ways that you can transform your spirit to fit a situation, that is a superpower. Please, man, if you there's one random person listening, just type amen in the chats, please, because I need to know that I'm not like doing this random crazy rant that the whole world's gonna hear. Y'all be like, yeah, she tripping. Like, I am dead for real right now. This needs to be a study done. There needs to be a study done. For one, that you just kind of follow people and see. I don't know. I honestly think if you were to do a poll, I should put one. I don't know if there's a way you can put a poll in the YouTube chats or whatever, but that would be cool to find out if there's a way to do a poll and see if people can just answer this question. Do you feel you have multiple personalities? And just see how many people just say yes, and then kind of pull from that pool of people that do feel they have multiple personalities, and then do some testing with them, put them in different social situations, things they wouldn't normally like to do, and see how they transform in those situations. And like, dang, when you were here, you were like a brand new person. I almost didn't recognize you. Well, then 9 times out of 10, you conjured up some other, side of you that could handle the situation you're in. So yeah, I just really wanted to bring that topic up. I thought it was weird and cool enough to bring up, and hear what you guys think about, that, and to think, what else should be normalized that is already condemned from day one. I'll think of something. Y'all know I'm going to come on here. I'm going to say something, because I swear this is what I mean about my meditations. Oh, shoot. Y'all hear that music? This is Orlando, y'all. Let me let y'all hear. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, welcome to my balcony. I wasn't lazy. I would get up, but I ain't got time for that. So, yes. I feel like my message is complete, but I want to just sit here for another minute or two just to see if something else comes up, because I am in a very chatty mood, and if I can conjure up another random thought, then hey, why not? I think I got about 15 more minutes of video time on this camera before it kicks me off. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. This was going to be a separate video, but yeah, I can throw it down in this one. How many people find the concept of meditation hard, or getting into meditation hard, or anything like that? because when I tell people I meditate, especially in the African American community, not a lot of people, but a lot are, but not a lot still, especially like the old generation. They ain't up on meditation and stuff like that. So when you talk about it, it's like they looking at you like you're talking about voodoo, when you just like, you know what, I'm just gonna avoid this whole topic with you. So I get a lot of people saying it's boring, or they just don't know where to start. It's hard to quiet their mind, and those are all valid points and all crap I went through too, until I realized that if I wanted to meditate, I was just gonna have to do it. Meaning, I have 2 kids that are always in the house or whatever. My husband, when he's not working, he's here. And like I said, I'm on my balcony a lot because this is like the one place that I can kind of meditate and, decompress and things like that. So I learned to deal with the traffic noise. I could be in the middle of a meditation. My kids can come out and ask me a question. I answer it. They shut the door, go back in, and I go right back into my zone. So I think it's all about training yourself, and maybe that's something we can normalize, that you don't need to be in some quiet Zen room to meditate. It's about going within. If you can go within, you can be anywhere, right? We're supposed to be church. Church is everywhere. So you should be able to meditate on a bus, a plane, and you need to, because you can be in multiple situations anytime, anywhere. And you need to be able to close your eyes, or you need to be able to, I think another good way of meditation is daydreaming. If you're a good daydreamer, just consider that a meditation. It's hard to learn how to do it on purpose, but when you're doing it, or you catch yourself doing it, just kind of go with it. In high school, I literally daydreamed to the point where someone had to snap their fingers to get me out of my daydream, because that's how bad I used to daydream. And as I got older, I realized that part of manifesting, people that daydream good. Oh shoot, we got some more music. These little chicos tripping tonight, y'all. Oh my God. See, he made me forget what I was talking about. But yeah, meditation is not that hard. Let's normalize being able to meditate anywhere, any situation. You have a noisy home, but you can lay in your bed, then you got a place to meditate. And just go within. Listen to all those different sounds in your house. You don't have to make up something to focus on. And also another thing, when your mind goes to those different places, you start thinking about what bills you got to pay tomorrow, or your mind just wandering, like, no, I'm meditating, my mind's supposed to be still. And just let those thoughts be part of the process. Don't think as soon as you close your eyes you're going to be there. Give yourself about 5-10 minutes of just distraction, getting comfortable, letting the noises around you kind of become part of your ambiance. Give yourself about 10-15 minutes to settle into that, and then zone out to it. Whatever your surrounding is around you, make that your zone out area. And that's the best advice I can give. Let me pause a minute so this loud ass car can go by. Don't y'all just love Minga After Dark? It's giving me ghetto vibes tonight. Okay. Jeebus. Yes, so I think I got the most important parts out. I don't want people feeling discouraged, like they have to be in some Zen room with water fountains and shit in the background. I mean, the more busy this world gets, the more hard it's going to be to even have those type of, that's going to be like gold, having a Zen house or something in the future, because everything's just going to be so much on top of each other, and everything is going to be like one big New York. I just imagine the future as like one big New York with flying cars and Teslas crashing into shit. So that's my version of the future. But you need to be able to meditate. When you hear a Tesla crash, you need to be able to keep meditating to it. Let those thoughts run. Also, having like a good chant phrase. Like if you're like, okay, you're tired of just letting your thoughts run and you're ready to get to the part where you're focusing, have like a few words that you can chant to yourself. Have like a goal or a focus for your meditation. If you don't have a chant like Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, that's one chant that I learned. Actually, I saw it on the Tina Turner movie, and I laughed when I saw her doing that. And I was young and stupid. And then I got older and found it on a YouTube video. Sorry, guys, my video actually went out. I had to erase a few things so I can come back on and continue. But yeah, I ended up seeing the chant on a YouTube video and learning about it, and it's a very good chant to use. I'm not going to try to give details because I don't remember exactly what it means. I just know that in the beginning phases, I loved using it. It's the sounds of the words have vibrations that help ground you and get you into meditation mode. So you can say things like that, or like, for example, if you're applying for jobs or trying to start a new business, your meditation chant could be, I am a business owner, or I have the job now, or I begin my job tomorrow, or I will get the phone call for this, anything that's an affirmation for what it is you're trying to go after. You can use that chant as a segue to kind of get in that zone where your mind is a little bit more open. And honestly, the more you do it, the better you get. You'll get to the point where you're like me and random stuff will start coming to you. And that's when it's like Abraham Hicks said, you're tuned in and tapped in and turned on once you start getting information. There's a frequency of information around all of us all the time, and some of us is tapped into it, some of us are not. And this is something that scientists, or I don't know exactly the name of the people, but they explain how certain people in the past had the same invention ideas, or things like that at the same time, but they were in two different countries, or something like that. So I feel like there's available information. The universe is always trying to communicate with us. And if you are tuned in and tapped in and turned on, and you're vibrating at a higher frequency, you can be a part of that knowledge. Things will just come to you that you're just like, what the heck? My greatest example for that is I have my math algorithm that I actually came up with about, I think it's been 2 years now. And I'm just sitting on it because I have no idea what to do with it. I meditated to a YouTube video that was for IQ, something like IQ intelligence. They have all these different kind of videos, and I listen to all the stuff. I love listening to different isochronic beats or binaural beats, things like that. So I came across that one, and I was like, I listened to it for about an hour. And that was the same day that I came up with this algorithm. I just was sitting down with my kid's whiteboard, and I wanted to know how to multiply numbers without stacking them. And I ended up being able to come up with a way to do like numbers. For example, 7 times 7, 6 times 6, 23 times 23. I found a way to multiply those numbers without stacking them. And it started out simple and innocent until it spiraled until like this long code. I don't know, guys. I don't know what this universe gave me And I actually recorded, I have about 2 or 3 videos of the algorithm, or me trying or attempting very poorly to explain it on my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to check it out, if there's any good people out there that are good at math, if you can check out a video or two and let me know what you think I might have stumbled onto, that would be great. Or what I should do with it. Like, I don't know the implications of what this possible algorithm could even be, for science or something. But this is what I'm talking about. This is just from me. I swear I put it on the fact that I was meditating. I really do feel like because I was meditating to that frequency, that I was somehow open to this knowledge. And it's kind of frustrating because, like I said, I don't know what to do with it, and I really want to know what to do with it. I've even sent the video to Elon Musk on his Twitter, knowing he wasn't going to see it, but I figure, hey, if this is meant, and if he's meant to be the one to help me with it, then the universe will, allow him to see it. But it doesn't always work like that, and he may not be the best person, maybe there's someone else out there. But it would be really nice to learn and find out, and I would love to hear about you guys' experiences doing your first meditations, or doing meditations where you take some of these type of steps that I'm offering, and you get to a point where you're getting random, insight, even things in your life, or just random things that you never thought about that come to you. Like, that happens to me all the time. And that's essentially how this topic came up of, and why is it so bad to have multiple personalities? Just in case you guys forgot what the hell we were even talking about, right? Okay, guys, so this is going to be probably one of my first long videos, but I'm a chatterbox. I really can do this all night, like for real, and I would really love to have people come on here and chat it up with me. If you're someone who would be interested in doing that, I don't care what you're doing. If you got a business or none of that crap, I just want to kick it with ordinary people. So if you want to hit it, chat with me, we can figure out some way to do this, maybe through Zoom or something. I do know I have a guest that's going to be coming on. I mentioned to one of my family members, and we're going to do a topic about death. So I actually do have a first guest. I just need to confirm when she's available and all that good stuff. And we're going to talk about death. And be warned, I'm a very morbid person. I can talk about death all day. Don't worry, I don't want to kill things or anything like that. It's safe to be around me. All right, y'all. I'm about to go to sleep or something. Love you. If you're listening to this during the day, have a great positive day. If you're listening to this at night, have a wonderful good night's sleep. May your dreams overwhelm you with pleasantries and future insight. Good night.